Hey Lifestylers, I'm Jacqueline, and I'm Jelifestyle's fitness and nutrition expert for the year of your best self. So I kind of always been involved in fitness, I've always been an athlete, and it wasn't until I moved to Germany when I really started eating healthy, and it was just a natural part of my life. And then my best friend actually came to visit me, and she was addicted to sugar at the time. So addicted to the point where she would wake up in the middle of the night and have to go to 7-Eleven and buy candy. And staying with me for a couple of weeks, she was just able to see how I naturally ate healthy, I ate a lot of vegetables, and it tasted good, and it changed her life. And at that time, I actually didn't realize what a big impact I had on her life, but even now, to this day, she's eating healthy, she's lost all the extra fat, and she just has more energy, she feels great about her body. So having that experience with her is when I thought, wow, if I had that impact on her, and she had no idea, what can I do with other people? So that's when I got involved in nutrition, and it was still kind of something I did on the side, and I was kind of going back and forth with it. And then it was actually just last year when I decided, you know what, I'm going to get in the best shape of my life, working out and helping others learn how to take care of themselves. That's my passion. So it was actually May of 2018, when I decided, you know what, this is going to be my full-time job. I'm going to help others get in the best shape of their lives, and in order to do that, I'm going to have to get in the best shape of my life. So that's when it all started, and I had a little tiny private Instagram page, 800 followers, just friends and family, and then I decided to open it up to the public, and I said I'm going to share my journey with everyone. And I started going to the gym, actually Hit Life Fitness in Las Vegas. That's the gym I go to. And I know everyone there, but I always just come in randomly. But I was going to the gym and I was going hard, and I was working so hard. They started asking me, what are you doing? Are you competing? Are you doing another show? Another bikini competition? And I was like, no, I want to get in the best shape of my life. I started competing in 2016, and people would ask me if I competed. And at the time, I didn't even know what it was. I was like, no, I don't compete. But a lot of people would ask me constantly. So then it was just kind of something that was in the back of my mind. I was like, you know what, why not do it one day? So after I moved back to the States, after I lived in Germany, I was no longer part of the team. So I always ran track for many, many years, and I always had a coach. And after that, I didn't have a coach anymore, and I didn't have any goals. So I didn't know what to do. I would go to the gym because I feel like that's what you're supposed to do, but I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what I was doing. I was still kind of fearful of being in the gym around other people who knew what they were doing. I felt like everyone was judging me. So I decided to do a competition just to set a goal. So I started looking for shows. I lived in Las Vegas at the time, and my hometown is Denver, and I figured LA is close. So I started looking for shows in LA, Denver, and Las Vegas, and I found one in Denver, my hometown, that was a little under 11 weeks out, and I found a coach who was able to give me the workouts, and I did my own nutrition. And I trained really hard for it, and that was my goal. And I stepped on stage, and I didn't know what to expect. I said, I just want a trophy. Top 5 people get trophies, that's all I want. A lot of people were saying, you know what, it's your first show, don't be discouraged, don't be upset if you don't place your first show. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna get a trophy, I'm gonna do it. And I actually got on stage and I won every single one of my categories. I entered 3 categories and I won overall. That was my first experience with it. But that was just for fun. I just did it for me, I had no goals. I actually was I got a little bit of exposure from it, and I didn't want the exposure. I was very private with my life, so that was it. So fast forward 2 years later, when I actually decided to take my business online and I wanted exposure because I wanted to reach more people, that's when I decided to do my second show. And that's when I decided, all right, since I'm already getting in the best shape of my life, let's sign up for a show. Let's prove to myself, give myself credibility, see if I can train myself to win a show. And that's how it all started. So you've heard about all these different diets, the keto diet, the Whole30 diet. I don't know, there's so many of them. How do you know which one is the right one and which one to follow? How do you know which one works? So what I've done actually is I've researched all of those diets. I've looked at the science behind it. I've looked at what makes them work, what makes them fail, and I've created what I call the Lomax method. So Lomax method, there's a lot that goes into it, but basically I'm just gonna give you the 5 Lomax habits. So Lomax is my last name, Lomax. L stands for lower your carb intake. If fat loss is your goal, then you need to eat less carbs. So I always tell my clients, if it's after a workout, then go ahead, you can have a mixed source of carbs, it's fine. But other than that, instead of going for the carbs, you should opt for a double portion of vegetables. The O stands for 1 complete protein. With every meal, you should have a lean source of protein. So if you're about to eat and you don't have any protein in your meal, you need to go find some. M stands for maximum amount of nutrient-dense foods. So that means vegetables. If you're about to put something in your body, think about how many nutrients it has. Does it have a lot of nutrients? If yes, then it's probably okay. If not, go find something that has a maximum amount of nutrients. So maximize your nutrient-dense food intake. The A stands for always include a healthy fat. So people are so afraid of fats. You know, the whole little low-fat diet is the way to go. That is long gone. Fats are good for you and they are essential. You need fats in your diet every single day. So go for some avocados, olive oil, even MCT oil, almonds, peanut butter. Those are all great healthy fats that you can incorporate into your diet every single day. And the X is for no processed foods and no sugary drinks. So you have to remember, processed foods are like foreign objects in our bodies. Our bodies don't know how to process it. When you give your body a lot of sugar and excess, since it doesn't know what to do with it, it just stores it as fat, especially in the midsection. So sugary drinks as well have a lot of empty calories. There's just no point. Drink some water, put some lemon in your water, put some fruit in there, make it taste good. But that's all you really need. So I remember telling my client one time about this, I'm like, most of the time when you're hungry, it's just because, or when you're craving sugar, when you're having these cravings, it's just because you're hungry. So just eat something that has protein, something balanced, maybe either fats or carbs or something like that. And, in the beginning, she didn't really believe me. And I even tell people, a lot of my clients actually, who have sugar addictions, and I tell them the same thing. I'm like, if you cut out the sugar and you start focusing on eating nutrient-dense foods, your sugar cravings will subside. And they look at me like, okay, you don't understand my sugar addiction. You don't understand I have to eat every day. But then, a few weeks later, sometimes a month later, we're talking and they're like, you won't believe what happened. So-and-so brought donuts into the office, or I was at whatever event and I didn't even want it. I didn't even crave it. So it happens. I've witnessed it, and that's how I know that it works. I even had one of my clients over Thanksgiving, and I told her she can have dessert, she can have whatever she wanted, just control your portion sizes. She did not eat any dessert. And this is one of my clients who was addicted to sugar. We were 2 months into the program. She did not have any dessert at Christmas or Thanksgiving, and it was her own choice. I was so happy to hear that. So for online personal training, I have a number of clients. I really only like to work with people who are driven and who are ready to get after their goals. So my job is to figure out where you are right now and figure out where you want to be, and then just create a blueprint for you to follow. So what I do is I give you a workout plan, a meal plan, a list of substitutions, accountability, and lots and lots of check-ins. So I'm on top of my clients, making sure that they're reaching their goals, making any necessary modifications. There's also an app. You download the app, you have all of your workouts in there, your meal plan. Every exercise has a video demonstration of how to do it, so you can make sure that you're performing the exercises properly. You can direct message me in the app and personally, and everything that you need is there. So our number one goal is success, especially having a new online business. My number one goal is to have 100% success. Year of your best self is exactly what it sounds like, the year of your best self. But really, how is that measured? How can you measure that? For me, I say the year of your best self means that you put 100% effort into whatever you do. So if you have a goal, don't focus so much on the outcome, but focus on the effort and the daily habits. For example, if your goal is to lose 50 pounds in 1 year, but you only lose 35 pounds, don't be upset about that. If you put in 100% effort and you worked hard and you know that you gave it your all, then that was the year of your best self. And to create that, to be able to reach those 50 pounds, don't always get on the scale every single day and try to, I'm gonna lose this weight, I'm gonna, don't focus so much on the outcome, because that is not necessarily in your control. The only thing that's in your control is the amount of effort that you put in. So focus on changing your daily habits. What does a person who wants to lose 50 pounds, what does that person do? How does that person identify? If I want to lose 50 pounds, then I'm going to wake up, I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to work out every day, I'm going to think about the food that I'm putting in my body. I'm going to eat a lot of vegetables, I'm going to eat small portions, I'm going to drink a lot of water. Those are the daily habits that I know if I do these every single day, I'm going to be inching towards my goal. So once again, just effort, 100% effort, and hold nothing back. The worst thing that you could do is finish the year off saying, I could have worked harder, I could have done more. But no matter what the result is, at the end of the year, if you put in 100% effort, you've had the year of your best self.